Oh, damn! That chord progression, that opening. I love this. This is really deep. This is a cinematic experience! Hello, everybody! Welcome back!
Correct, we are in our fields today.
Aww.
Magic Man 2, Jackson Wang is out, baby!
Don't worry, Pookie, I'm coming for you!
Don't look down, 'cause you give me higher.
Wait for me!
We are reviewing a good friend Jackson, someone who we've reviewed quite a lot of work in the past, and we've enjoyed a lot, especially Magic Man. That project was pretty damn impactful, both in our understanding of Jackson's exploration of art and who he is as a person, the things he was sort of finding out artistically and exploring both on tour and as an album.
Correct. I think Magic Man the First, as I like to call it, it was such a brilliant exposition of both visual entertainment as well as musical complexity, which I really enjoyed.
Correct. So he's released High Alone, I think, as the new single to sort of, you know, carry Magic Man 2 for his upcoming album Magic Man 2. Let's give it a review and then we'll see. It is co-written by him and it sort of sets the overall tone for Magic Man 2. It does apparently reinterpret the complex relationship between Wang and the character Magic Man, who he introduced earlier in Magic Man Wang, if you like, or Magic Man, just Magic Man.
The first.
The first. Let's give it a review and then let's see what we think. I mean, if you're a fan of the channel, both on YouTube or here in Bilibili or Douyin, you would know that we have reviewed a ton of his work and still can't believe we hadn't had a chance to sit down with Jackson.
He's a very busy man.
Yeah, he is. But Jackson, if you're reading this, come on, bro, let's share some tea, dog. Bit of a smoke, yeah? Don't smoke. Smoking kills.
Oh, we are really in our fields.
Jesus.
Oh, damn. Boy, turn on the light.
Been a while since we saw one of those, eh? VHS tape.
He's truly a 90s kid, that's how you know. Represent!
Oh, is he naked?
Oh. Oh, damn! That chord progression, that opening.
It's like an organ.
Cool, did you see the reflection? Cool, cool, cool.
It is a lonely walk. To be the showman?
Oh, stop. Magic Man, him, the persona.
I wonder how many artists feel like this, so they're split. Yeah, it's all vulnerable. What did it say? I need you to save me. Lost again.
Oh my god!
Oh, he's doing a Houdini-like act.
Yeah, well, he's the Magic Man, right?
Baby, let's restart, fuck the past tense. Was supposed to go fly me. When my baby let me down, babe. You're the only one that I see. In the morning, I wanna feel you. Won't you just tell me what's new? Fuck all the other shit. As long as I'm in it with you.
I mean, that's so clean because it does feel like it's underwater. The sound production. Ugh, that's so weirdly dystopic. Showbiz, baby.
I love the imagery, the idea of being trapped in a cage of your own making.
A fish tank.
Yeah. I love this. This is really deep.
Oh, they're killing him.
Also, it's interesting to let his suffering be the means of entertainment for the crowd.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I love the play with the reflections. That's so clever. cinematic experience!
Oh my god.
See, he's the spectacle. The suffering is the spectacle.
Fucking hell, I feel suffocated.
Look at the water reflecting in the background. Oh my god! Is phenomenal! It's giving Interstellar that breakthrough. Oh, that is brilliant!
Very good to see artists utilize all mediums of stimulation, both visually and
yeah.
auditory at the same time, to create a more cinematic experience.
That is so awesome.
They'll watch you suffer, yet they won't do anything to get you out. The theatre's curtains bleed, Jesus Christ.
Talk about deep imagery.
The deepest wounds are not...
Not from what?
I'll read them again. I think it is meant to be hard to read, so you go back.
Yes, of course. Ooh, I like that. I like that. I like the cinematic feel of it all.
Team Wang, big up.
Yes.
So he says, the deepest wounds are not from your
Enemies.
enemies.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Wow. Wow.
God, can we give this guy a hug?
I hope you're doing well, Jackson. Listen, I love this cinematic experience of this. It did not feel like a single. It did not feel like an introduction to an album. It felt...
Actually, it does feel like a cinematic experience, and I feel like this is like chapter 1 or something.
correct. It's like is somehow like the preamble ample sort of work that you do for like a new series on HBO or something like that. Like this is promotional material for a brand new show.
Because I don't feel like, especially with with the popularity and the sort of mainstream hold that Jackson has, both in China and outside of in the worldwide market, just in the world overall. I don't think you have to go as hard for an introduction of a project. I think this has a ton of resources and a ton of investment and love and care and the effort, and when he probably could have just done something a bit quite normal if he really wanted to.
Well, actually, but this is one of the things that I really enjoyed with Magic Man 1.
I agree.
With the first Magic Man.
Oh, something that like with all his solo work.
Yes, I've always really enjoyed the fact that since the beginning of his solo career, where Team Wang was formed.
Yep.
I loved that from the start, from the ground up. He was the director, the producer.
Well, even during the GOT7 days when he was still doing his solo work, he was a big pioneer of that.
Correct.
For many idols.
And I think it really solidified itself in sort of like the theatrics and the cinematic evolution of his music videos in Magic Man. And I think if this is the beginning of Magic Man 2, the show is about to get real good, you know?
So it says that with the arrival of Magic Man 2, this alter ego will gradually reveal a darker, more shadowy side, presenting a lesser known facet of Jackson Wang to the audience. It is reported that Magic Man 2 will be divided into 4 chapters, each exploring different emotional states from his real experiences, because this is sort of the understanding I got from it as well. Not just Magic Man 2, but just Magic Man overall, which was... This is a side of Jackson that many people have not seen, because I think publicly he is known as...
The entertainer.
He's very much the entertainer.
Going sort of go-lucky kind of lad.
World-class performer.
Yes.
It then seemed that, especially during Magic Man and then the Magic Man tour, he was going through some turmoil, or at least he wanted that to be the conversation around the tour, and he was very open about it in a lot of the conversations he was having with his fans and in the tour, and it felt a lot darker than it usually does, because I think a lot of the times when you are an idol or you're someone like in a group, you also have to uphold the image of the whole group, when in reality maybe that may not be your own for that specific moment, because life, it's of ups and downs, and it has nuances, and there's light and darkness. So this certainly feels more upon the struggles and the difficulty, the blurred reality of fiction, the entertainer, Jackson Wang, the public figure, and then Jackson, just the boy who is a boy, and
Who had a dream, and
wanted to make people laugh, and he wanted to express himself. And
I also think there is such a beautiful reflection with the work of that duality that comes from, and I think if you have experience performing at any level,
Right.
you sort of understand, not that you experience the same things, obviously not, but you can understand the how you become fragmented in a way.
Yeah.
Because when you are on stage, whether you are playing a character or you are simply a public figure or become a center of attention for a specific period of time, there's an alter ego
There's a
to you.
split. There's definitely a split, for sure.
You're not the same person that got up in the morning and brushed their teeth and
No.
got on with their daily tasks. The person that becomes the entertainer, the center, the spotlight, it's a very fragmented and altered version of yourself.
he does say from his own team and his own sort of press release that Wang uses the fantastical world as a metaphor for his inner thoughts, profoundly revealing key truths about the industry and human reality. It showcases the philosophical point of Magic Man, and this is a quote from him: "For the public, the meaning of performances is vastly different from the meaning bestowed upon by those in high places."
Correct,
Obviously, we all know how sort of highly recognized Jackson Wang is, both in the US, in China, here in the UK, in Korea, in Thailand. He's fucking immensely popular everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's always interesting to see when you get to that level, to see what the conundrums are. And it is difficult, I think, because it's a very lonely walk. Not many people have done that walk to that level for that period of time, for that length of time that he has. And I think it's a very lonely room when after the tour is done, after the performance is done. And I think that he must blur the lines of who really am I? Are these feelings that am I feeling? They're always so neglected in this alter ego, so then they all get sort of pushed back to your true humanity of what you're actually like, because you're not always an entertainer.
And I think it's difficult as well because of the loneliness that a lot of people sort of like disregard, because you come
Tours are very lonely.
you come from
And we've
being-
never done them at the level that he has. Like, he's done Coachella, he's
Yeah,
done
yeah. A whole
world
solo
tours,
tour,
he's done
yeah.
solo tours. We've never done it to that level. And from my perspective, I've always been a musician, so it's kind of hard to know what.
However, we know to a certain extent the toll that it takes
Yeah.
to be, up really late.
I guess. I guess.
But in terms of what I wanted to say is like you my perspective is probably like you go from being surrounded to a lot of people, like you're the center of attention and surrounded by a lot of people, so many people. There's a lot of coming and going, and then suddenly the tour is done. You packed up your things, you packed up the costume and took off the makeup, and you get to your house and you're by yourself.
Yeah.
And then there is a deafening silence.
Yeah.
And I think that duality also fragments who you become in the public's eye as well.
Agreed. Well, let us know what you guys
This is fun.
thoughts about it, and obviously big up to him. It's very difficult to create something that I think specifically probably minds like him are happy with.
This has so much depth.
Correct. And also I am interested in listening to the music experience of the album, because this is very much an intertwined experience. This is quite rare. I think it's risky because you can run the risk of like the song doesn't really make as much sense if you don't look at the video, or perhaps the listening experience is enhanced by the music video. So the question is always, as music reviewers, we'll have to check out the album, see what the actual full listening experience is, but did it create enough interest for us to want to?
100%.
Absolutely. Let us know what you guys thought about it, and
Adios.
adios.